All right, we're doing the usual thing. I'm going on Facebook. We're gonna see what's happening on Facebook. Well, I got the push notification that we're definitely on YouTube, which is good. I'm fighting with the tech though today. We've got Lawa-Na here today. She's very excited. She just wants me to get everything working. I want to get everything working. And I don't see us yet. We're going to go with it.
All right.
But see, like everything's delayed right now too, which is driving me crazy. But we're just going to talk and we're going to see what happens. Okay. We're just going to do this. Welcome in. It is Coffee with a Capper. We're doing a special edition. It's macchiato with a mega. Spell macchiato. Do you know how to spell it?
No, don't ask me to do
Every
that.
time I do that,
I just asked you if I look exhausted. Don't ask me to spell anything.
Every time I do that, I have to look it up, and it's two C's, not two T's. It's Macchiato.
Macchiato.
Yeah, just in case you have that on a quiz
Perfect.
coming up, but you probably won't.
No.
We sat down when you made your triumphant return. It's been a while since then, and
Almost
the team has grown. Your business has changed and evolved and grown. We were talking the other day, confirming that you'd be here. You're here. The tech hasn't arrived yet, but hopefully it will catch up eventually. And you've done the trip to Pinehurst.
Yes.
Which is bucket list golf for like so many people.
I had no business being
and
there.
You and Danica are like, we're going to Pine. Did you play number 2?
No, we played number 1 and number 5.
Still not awful.
Yeah, 2 is like PGA. And again, I had no business being there.
What was it like though?
It was amazing. We will definitely go back. It was definitely an experience. We need to do the cradle, because that's 9 holes barefoot, like really kind of cool thing to do. But the day we were doing it, it started downpouring, so we didn't get to. So we'll for sure go back. Danica and I said we'd bring our girls, because Hattie and Sophie, both, we got them clubs, and we won't bring them this year. They're too little, but maybe in a few years we'll bring them too.
So the correlation of you doing that, and this is, I was thinking about this morning. I don't love, and maybe you and I agree on this or don't agree on this, I don't love the old saying that I think has been since replaced. The old saying was fake it till you make it. I think I don't love that one. To me, that has disingenuous overtones.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
The one that I think has replaced it is imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
And the reason I enjoy that one more, I want people to embrace that, because people's like, oh, I have imposter syndrome. I'm like, I want every one of you to have imposter syndrome. I want you to wake up saying, I'm going to go conquer something today that I have no business doing. And you had to feel that way when you're on Pinehurst, right?
I did. I was with Danica and I was with Amy and Crystal, all realtors. So a bunch of us, matching dresses, doing our thing. I mean, we show up, we're going for it. And I'm so inexperienced in
I have
golf.
to imagine the golf pro was like, oh dear God. But then there were probably because that's a boys trip.
Listen,
so there are probably some 4-packs of some guys out there were like, this is fantastic. Who are these girls?
No,
What's happening?
It was quite funny. We did get asked if we were famous a few times. Not gonna lie.
Because they just let you out there doing like influencer stuff.
We had fun. I mean, we have a lot of energy, the 4 of us, and we have fun. We had playlists on our golf carts, and they were also teaching me as we went. Like, they all golf. Amy, I would say, is probably the best out of all of us, like with the sport, and she was kind of coaching me. So she and I shared a cart, and she was like telling me like, okay, you're going to want to use your 9 here, you're going to want to use your 7, this is what you do, blah blah blah. So it was super helpful. I mean, to put things into perspective, when we got there and we did our first drive, the next time we were going to hit, I brought my tee back out again. And she was like, what are you doing?
You can't tee up on the fairway.
What do you mean? What am I doing? She was like, you can't do that.
No, we just do that. We do that once at the top of the hole.
Anyway, that was where I was at in April. Yeah. And since I've been golfing, I love it. I actually love it. And I never really gave golf a chance over the years for numerous reasons. And I'm just in a phase of my life where I'm starting to say yes to the things that I've always wanted to do, and
break some eggs, try some new things,
breaking through some ceilings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
for
that.
sure.
So sticking with the correlation to business and the imposter syndrome thing, the greatest challenge, it's so humbling. I think there are a lot of sports where you're competing against others, but mostly yourself. You could do that for sprinters and a lot of the track sports. It's so challenging to be out there and to know what you need to do. And this is where it falls off for me with real estate, because we can be really well versed and well scripted and know that it's just a list of questions. I don't have to have a bunch of answers ready, but I'm prepared to be at the kitchen table. And unless something comes out of left field at this point of your career, you're pretty unshakable at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Yet we stand over. And now you said you went on your first lesson in the last few days.
2 days ago.
So now the swing thoughts start to stack up.
So that was a really cool experience. So I started lessons with Billy Andrews. He's the old golf pro over at Portsmouth Country Club. And one of my clients actually is a member there. And he's the one who connected me with him. Awesome. Because you can't get in there unless you're a member.
No.
And I think
you and I just snuck in there, but that was for New Franklin School.
Exactly.
They did a great job.
They did a phenomenal job. Yeah. And so Julie, the lady that was the head and heading it up and the one talking and announcing everything, I've known her since like 2007 or 8. I sold her her first home in Elliott. She was a nurse at Wentworth Douglas. So those were way back
That's
there.
crazy. Okay.
Yeah. And so now her little boy and Hadley are in school together at New Franklin. So I woke up one Saturday morning. I'm pretty sure I was out the night before, but I woke up to a text from her bright and early saying, we need sponsors. We're going to do a golf tournament. Are you in? I'm like, heck yeah. So just Venmo you the money and absolutely sign me up. I have a foursome for that. And it was fun. They did a great job. So anyway, I went to the lesson 2 days ago and, I didn't really know what to expect. First of all, my thought process behind it is, systems and, I need systems in all things, and I need to understand how the system in golf works.
Yeah.
I don't understand the game. I don't understand a lot of the components. I know I can drive it like a beast, and I've got a few other good things going, but without the infrastructure, if you will, of understanding how the game works, what I need to use, when and how, and what, all the things, what the flags mean, what the different colors mean. I wanted all of that because without that, you feel out of sorts. You can't, same with relating it to business. If you don't have systems in place, if you don't have the education, if you're not in contracts class, when you have to go do the thing, it's not going to work. You're going to feel frazzled. You're going to have anxiety. You're not going to feel good about it.
Yep.
So I hired him to teach me. And so I'm going to do a lesson once a week for the duration of the season.
Awesome.
He's retired, so he came out of retirement to help. You may have had some pep talk from my client.
That's awesome.
But it was great. He was awesome. And I brought Tessa with me. So Tessa's going to start doing them with me as well. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So her and then my best friend, Rach. So super fun. He taught me a lot. I learned so much, so much just on that first lesson. Tessa and I left that lesson and we were like, oh my God, that was amazing. It's like therapy. We just learned so much about how you need to hit it, what you need to do. Wasn't even using a club. He didn't even have us hitting balls until halfway through it. Just whipping, the stick that you use to mark your driveway. He had me just whipping that. The louder the wish was, that's he knew. He's like, your ball speed is great. Your balance is off. So when we get your balance corrected, you're going to be insane. I was like, let's go.
Well, because you're wiry. And everybody I'm buoyant, so I'm not there. You're wiry. Everyone I know that has any bit of height and they're wiry, once you start to swing that thing around, can be dangerous. And then there's the social aspect, but I also think
I'm competitive,
which is wild because my schedule, we play on Saturdays. So by the time I'm out playing tomorrow, because you got to book most courses 7 days out, I've already booked next week. So when I'm walking off the 18th, pissed because I didn't win the Ryder Cup again,
do you play?
I'm already booked again. We're all over the place. We'll play the Lynx. We'll play the Lynx group just bought Old Marsh, which is now Atlantic Pines. they need a lot of work done over there. So they're keeping their rates really low because it looks like they carpet bombed it. It looks like it's been through a war. So, but they're keeping the rates really low. And that once they get to where the Lynx is, those two
Get
are
up
going
to
to
par.
they're going to complement each other really well. We play breakfast a lot.
Nice.
And we play Roch is tough to get into if you're not a member. By the time you're booking, it's late. And it's not that there's not tea times. I don't know how you feel about this because you're probably not there yet, but like I want to be on the tee box by 7:59 the latest. Like if we're finishing around lunch and then you have the rest of the day to yourself, to me that's like perfect.
Yeah, I did the blue over at Pease yesterday with a friend. I did that, and I've never done that one before. I actually did the front nine with Mark Lesniak a few weeks ago. He took me. And I'm just really enjoying it. I'm enjoying golfing with different people, just kind of seeing their style. And, you know, my girls that I've been golfing with, I love golfing with them. We have so much fun together. We usually just do the scramble, like, you know, whoever's got the best ball, let's play it from there. But yesterday I did good. I did really good. But the thing about me is like, I'm competitive with myself. I don't care what my neighbor's doing. It's not a competition with you. The only person I'm in competition with is me, you know, and that's how I am in business too. Like at the end of the day, for me, how did I show up? What did I learn? What can I do better? And then dial it in. And, you know, that's just how I've always been. That's why the capping system works for me too, because I'm very much in a competition with myself and how fast can I get that done? You know,
I love that you brought that up. When
6 weeks this year, took me 6 weeks.
I was just going to ask.
That was a new record PR. I got a PR in golf. I got a PR in here. I'm just rocking them off.
So have you consistently capped faster every time?
Yes. I mean, I don't, this year was insanely fast, but I'm typically like a 2-month, like, and then I cap. I would say.
I was talking to somebody the other day about how quickly people can do it and a cheat code to do it. I remember when I was selling, I would tell then Kate Drew, like, hey, after my next deal, I'm going to have X left over, just like crumbs. Can you just pay that? And people are like, well, that's apples and oranges though. Like you're going to cap when you do your next deal. I'm like, I know, but I want to move the timeline up because in my freshman year, I think I did it.
I never did that.
I did it in 6 months in my freshman year. When you go home and tell your loved ones that you capped, Janina was like, okay, faster next time, faster next time, faster next time. So awesome. Yeah, it is a great way to measure yourself against last year. 4,000%. And to your point about being competitive, but not worrying about what's going on around you. I'm not good enough at golf to compare myself to the people that I play with because everyone, I don't hit long. Like you're already hitting long. I guarantee you're already out driving me.
My best is 229.
Yeah, you're out driving a lot of people. Already,
I know,
1,000%. So you're gonna be on it.
The person I was golfing with yesterday said, "Holy hell, I've never seen a woman hit the ball that."
Good for you.
I was like, "Let's go."
Yeah, you're gonna be so addicted, so addicted. Have you bought clubs then?
So my dear friend Steph's husband works for Callaway. So I get to get a sample bag every year until I really like
figure out what you want.
I want. But he's hooked me up with some really nice clubs. The clubs I'm using, so they're brand new. You know, I have to unwrap them. I didn't even have them unwrapped. I went to Pinehurst with my clubs and my bag.
Still had the plastic on them.
Plastic on them is so embarrassing. I was like,
that's pretty funny.
I don't belong here. But yeah, so her husband hooks me up every year, and then I give them back to him in November. And then next season he'll give me a new one or help me
get a box full of I'm going to call them demo clubs. But you get a box of clubs.
I got a nice bag
from Callaway every year.
I got a whole setup. Yeah.
So you're already sponsored. You're not sponsored, but you're sponsored. If I were you, I'd tell people you're sponsored.
Let's go.
I love that. That's right. Well, and the thing that you're going to want to do, and I'm giving you a whole bunch of advice I haven't taken.
You know, were you there for awards the other day? I got the longest drive for women.
Completely saw that. Yeah, completely saw. Well, the funniest thing is we came up on it, and Pettigrew looks, and he goes, wait a minute. And he goes, oh, it's Lawa-Na. He goes, this is the girls. Because it was the women's closest to the pin. Yes. There was the women's closest to the pin.
I got that too for a minute. And then that other lady came and smoked me.
Women's closest to the pin. The greatest thing is Lawa-Na, you figured out that somebody else had closest to the pin, but it was a guy. So
no, that was Amy. Amy figured that out, and she was like,
and you guys wrote "guy" with a question mark, which is really funny because that happened to us.
Amy did that. That's so funny.
That happened to us a few years ago. We were up at the Lakes Region Board of Realtors, and and one of the guys on my team wasn't paying attention, might have been hydrating while we were playing.
Perhaps.
God bless him. Nolan Wallace, and Nolan goes up and he just writes down, and we weren't really paying attention either. So they go up and they're like, women's long drive, Nolan Wallace, and we're like, bro, that's not
oh man,
that's not how this works.
That's the
and the
worst.
girl wasn't paying attention. She read his name off, so we gave him hell for that. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, you had long drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
so,
good.
Which is great. I'm using my 9-iron really well too, my pitch. So I'm not really great at putting, but I think I did better yesterday with putting. The things that like that guy Andrews is teaching me is like, you know, I had a lot of movement in my feet. Like, and if you're not grounded, which I'm very into like energy and grounding in other ways. And so listening to him coach me and tell me what I needed to be doing in golf was so crazy that I was like correlating it with like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. You need to be grounded. Like you need to find your footing to be able to deliver the best results. Right. And that's with everything in life.
Yeah.
Facts.
That I think between business and the energy part, which I do want to talk to you about too, I think it's so interesting that you need to be so calm before, for lack of a better term, you need to be so calm before you become so violent.
Yeah.
Somebody said that actually, Mark Brenneman, who's a regional director down in the Carolinas, he goes, it's such a goofy sport because you're asking your body in a very short amount of time to do some very erratic movements that are not natural.
1000%.
You know?
And we were talking about that the other day at the lesson. Like, you know, he was talking about muscle memory and he kept saying, your muscles don't have a brain. He said, it's the repetition. It's, the consistency.
Yeah.
Even in business.
Yes.
It's the consistency. The results will be delivered with consistent action moving forward. You know?
Yeah.
So it was really cool because like my brain's always like trying to connect the dots with like stuff like that. And so listening to him talk about like the golf game and my body and what it needs to be doing and where my feet are and they need to be grounded. And I'm just like in my brain, I'm like, I think so many things about like business and life and, everything meshes together. And I'm very, very much a person of practicing a pause, stepping back a minute. Let's evaluate this situation. What could I have done different here? How did I show up in this situation? What are my results? Well, let's back it up and see how I got that result. Yeah. And that's just really how I run my life.
Obviously there's a bunch of golf influencers online. Like if you go home and watch YouTube,
I haven't
watch
started
it all the
watching.
time.
He advised me to start watching women's golf. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of dudes
you do
watch
not have to
women's
twist
golf.
my arm. I'm telling you right now, like Janita laughs all the time. Over the weekend, I will watch it's Memorial this weekend. It's Jack's tournament this weekend in Muirfield, Ohio. So that's the PGA, women's PGA. They're at Riviera in California this week. It's the U.S. Women's Open.
Okay.
And my future ex-wife, Nelly Corda, had a horrible day yesterday. But I will go home. Janina calls it boob golf. She's like, "Oh, you're watching boob golf." I will go home and if you go on YouTube, you can always find the LPGA will have.
All right, you're gonna have to send me some stuff.
LPGA will have Lawa-Na McClellan, and you can just go watch her. So they just chop through and show you every shot.
Oh, that's cool.
So I watched Nelly have a horrible day yesterday, although it's wonderful to watch her do anything. She had a horrible day yesterday, and I think she finished +2, but she'll climb back into it.
Yeah. He told me, go watch women's golf. And then like some of my guy friends, I was just like telling them, and they're like, absolutely, I'd watch women's golf over men's golf.
Nelly Corda has the purest swing on the planet.
That's what actually you said.
Swing on the planet.
Yeah.
Arguably better than
just so smooth.
The purest swing on the planet. Yeah. Her, Charlie Hull, I'm giving away all my secrets. Her and Charlie Hull. And when you see her and Charlie Hull, you'll understand better. But yeah, Nelly Corda is fantastic.
Awesome.
Pure swing. Pure swing.
I'm enjoying it. Again, like I really like it. And it doesn't take that long. Like, so I think in my mind prior, like it was like, I don't need to be wasting all that time doing that. 9 holes is great. It took me 2 hours. And you know what? I deserve 2 hours to tap out from it. I still have my phone.
1,000%.
I can still answer an email and a call. And I did, in fact. I had a call with Adam Dow sitting in the golf cart. So I booked a showing.
He was probably golfing too.
Facts. That's so funny.
Why is all their merch on golf shirts?
I feel like that is kind of like maybe falls into that imposter syndrome too, is like, I Yeah, I don't need to be wasting that time on a golf course, and like, oh, what is somebody going to think if I'm not working, working, working? Like, here's the thing. Lifestyle matters. And whether you're crushing it in whatever it is you do, it does you also deserve a moment to do something that is a hobby or just brings
1,000%.
you joy and something new. And that's really what I'm leaning into. Like, I don't need to be full throttle real estate 24/7.
Yep.
I need to be full throttle in the time blocks I allot for my business.
Sure.
I need to be full throttle in being a mom
Yeah.
and taking care of myself. I've been working out with a trainer. I've been, doing some coaching. Like, I enjoy mentoring. Like, my mindset's more important than anything else. And golf is a little therapeutic, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's wildly cathartic. As much as, like, to my point, I'll be leaving the course tomorrow, saying I'm putting these clubs on Etsy, right? But
It's the most
also
humbling sport ever.
Lawa-Na, in that moment, I also know I already have next week's tee time.
Yeah.
Like, we're gluttons for punishment,
You're just
the only thing I can equalize it to is when I'm standing on that first tee box and my son's home. My oldest is home from college, so when I'm on that first tee box with Aiden and two of the other jokers that I play with, and we're just about to tee off, I would say if you're a Cape Cod kid, if you're a masshole and you went to the Cape every summer, I would equate it to that when the car is on the center of the bridge, whether it's the Bourne or the Sagamore, and that transfer of going over the bridge to the Cape, and that feeling of like, okay, I'm here now.
Yeah.
And just knowing,
You've arrived.
For the next 4.5 hours, there's a million things going on. My phone might blow up. My wife might call. There might be an emergency, but nobody can touch you
It's
right now. You're with your friends for 4.5 hours or 2 hours.
It's kind of the same way I feel like out on a boat. Like, when I'm out on the boat, like, nobody can touch me.
Yep.
I can still handle what comes in on my phone, but I'm not available.
Yeah.
And I think that over the past year and a half or so, I feel like taking back more of that time for myself has been like really, really important.
Yeah. Well, and beyond that, the fact that they talk about all the deals that get done on golf courses. Yes. And on the way in to the office in the morning, where you, or before, like, get up, go hit the gym, go meet your trainer, go home, shower, get dressed, come into the office. There's no reason that you can't go do 9 in the morning. There's so many people in this building that go do 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I had a dean a million years ago in college, and he said to us, boys, if you don't take one day off, you'll take every day off.
Yeah.
And Gary's contention is we should take that mindset of like, okay, I'm learning, and then I'm earning, and then I'm playing. Like, we have to be students, and then workers, and then retired.
It's the energy you put around it, right?
And we could just flip that on its side. Like, why can't you golf?
I
and
like
go do
that.
9
I'm
holes
earning,
or go
I'm
hit
learning.
a bucket.
What did you just say?
Gary's thing is there's 3 pillars of our life. You're learning.
Yeah.
You're a student. Then you graduate and you take your degree and you go earn.
Yes.
And then everybody's waiting like, oh yeah, when we're 68, when we're 75, we'll go play. Like, just take that whole paradigm and flip it on its side and say, why can't I read a little bit of a book today? Why can't I go hit a bucket of balls? Then I can go serve my people. Then I can go be mom to Hadley and the boys.
Yeah.
And you can do all of that in a single day because you don't owe every waking moment to your clients, who are probably calling with a question that is not a fire.
Yeah, no, I think that,
your approach shot on 7 is more important than Mr. Lindsay's question about his house, right?
No, and it's like, I do take very much pride and value in like making sure I am very attentive to my clients. I don't like people waiting. I don't like to wait. And I just want to make sure I'm delivering the type of service that I would want as well. So,
but that comes from the best version of you.
Yes,
which is probably hit a bucket of balls. So you don't feel like the universe owes you something.
No, I'm perfectly happy. And that's like, even when I go on a vacation, my boys both ended up in real estate. And I didn't tell them to do it. Malachi, I said, go ahead and get your I'll pay for you to get your license while you're in college, as long as you help me with open houses and do the sign-ins and whatnot. I'll pay you $20 an hour. That was his proposition. Like, that's how he got his license. I said, you don't ever have to use it if you don't want. You're in college, you do your thing, but it won't hurt anything to have it. I go, even when you go to buy your own home, like, it's smart.
Yep.
So that's how he ended up. Hayden made his own decision to get into it right away.
Hayden is going to own half of Portsmouth in 10 years.
He absolutely will.
Buckle up, America.
I'm glad that
Buckle
you said.
America.
I'm like, that kid is a force.
Hayden is going to own half of the city.
Literally, he is like a man on fire.
Crunching numbers.
Dude, that brain of his, I love it. But I'm like, oh.
Yep.
He takes care of my books.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he said it really one-on-one the other day. He's like, "Oh my God, her taxes."
oh my God, he lectures me. Oh, he's like,
The fact
stop
that
spending.
the
I'm
fact
like,
that your
shut up,
youngest
Hayden.
is screaming at you about your taxes.
Oh God. No, well, my taxes were a lot. Like I pay my taxes.
No, but like he's doing your taxes.
Oh yeah,
and he's trying to tell you all
he's
the things that you should
organizing
be doing.
everything. He's
Yeah, he's giving
organizing
you the
everything for
loopholes.
me. But he's so intelligent. Like that child has such a brain.
Yep.
Like it's such a brain on him. But like the both of them ending
And he's still
up.
single, right, ladies? Yes.
No,
Yep.
he's not.
Oh, is he? Are they
Yes.
both taken?
Mal is, I think, I don't know. Mal's a question mark. And Mal turned 24 yesterday. So if you haven't seen him and wished him a happy birthday,
Crazy.
I've been a mom for 24 years now.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, Hayden's off the market. Okay.
Hayden's been off the market. He has a beautiful, lovely,
he's very quiet about it. I thought he was just, okay. All right.
No, and he's such a love. Both of my boys are. So, ladies.
One of them is back on the market.
One might be on the market. I don't want to air his business.
Yep.
Anyway, so the fact that both of them, to bring it back to what I was saying, the fact that both of them ended up in real estate, plugging in, like this year, since we went to family reunion. Last year, I took them to family reunion. I paid for that. I did that. This year, I said, if you guys want to go, you better figure out how you're going because I'm not paying for it this year. They both made the decision to go. Abby did too, but I'm going to just focus on my boys.
Yep.
They both made the decision to go, spent their own money to go. Nate paid Mal to go to, and you know, for him because of all the videography and all that stuff he's doing. But that was a deal. That they negotiated. They figured out how they were getting there.
Yep.
And they plugged in.
Yep.
They were present. They were there to learn, to absorb, to take it all in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you go to something like that, we all know you can get paralyzed. It's overstimulating. It's a high and then a crash.
Come home and implement 85 things.
Exactly. Yeah. And so we come home from that, and I'm not going to put pressure on anyone. People will do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it, regardless of me bitching at you to do it. Right. So let's see what they do. Those two boys have done nothing but be in this office daily, work their other jobs. Malachi's got this media company he's starting. He's doing a lot of content. Hayden is crunching numbers, like you said, creating spreadsheets, doing all the things. I just took a commercial listing in center of town on Congress, and Hayden's the co-list on it so that he has an opportunity. There you go, kid. There's your first commercial listing in the center of Portsmouth. Have at it. Like they're implementing what they learned at family reunion, like at a very high level. So I'm just enjoying watching them come into who they're going to be and take up the space they're going to in this industry. That doesn't mean it's going to be all sales. They are so creative. And I think that being creative and thinking outside of the box in our industry today is the most damn important thing you should be doing.
For sure.
And if you're not, that's a problem. You better hire somebody to do it for you.
To draw the analogy back to golf, we're just going to keep doing this.
I love it.
And this is going to happen.
You want to go hit nine? You want to go play nine after?
This is going to hit you more and more as you play. You'll be standing on the tee box with your friends, and people start to give swing advice.
Oh yes, no. My coach already told me don't listen. Yeah. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bob.
So as a mom, how tempting is it for you? And I'll use, I guess, the analogy of like, they're little, the training wheels are off. They're about to fall. They're going to skin their knee, but they need to, and it's going to be okay. Like as long as they're not going well outside the parameters of the law, and they're not doing something completely ridiculous within real estate. How do you keep yourself from saying, "Oh my God, I should tell him to stop. I should tell him to move his feet. I should tell him to fix his hands." Like I know that you want to give swing advice because you've been doing this and you're successful, and they're just coming into it. What prevents you as a mom and as a leader and as a team owner from doing it so they can skin their knee?
So the biggest thing for me returning to Keller Williams was the fact that the systems in place here and the support around the agents. This is where I built my business. Took a hiatus, came back because I knew I was going to build a team and I needed to have a strong foundation to build that team on. Do I have it all figured out? Hell no. Will I ever? Absolutely not. But that's how I kind of stay in my lane. They have to be in contracts class. They are in the pathways. They have to be meeting with you. That's how I can stay in my lane a little too. I don't know it all. when they have a question, they know where their resources are.
Yeah.
Am I their resource? Absolutely. But sometimes hearing it from you versus me, we're going to say the same damn thing, but it's going to sound different
1,000%. Yes.
coming out of me.
Yep.
So Malachi's easier to coach and mentor. Hayden's looking in a mirror. Like Hayden is my mirror, right? Like he and I have similar energy. We're very dominant, and I mean we're both Taurus. Like Hayden and I, he wants to learn, but he also thinks he has it figured out, and he does have a lot figured out. But so like I can't, like it becomes conflicting sometimes, which is fine. So I think to answer your question, like that's how do I not give too much swing advice, right? I just kind of let them guide and tell me what they're working on or what their question is. Ask the question, I'm going to give you my answer. And then if you're going to argue with me over my answer, then go ask somebody else.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
You're going to fail forward. You're going to screw shit up. And I think that's important, but like being careless. And this is the big no-no if you're on my team, you better be in contracts class. You'd better be paying attention to what the changes in the industry and our office and everything. Because if you're not, you're a liability to yourself, me, and Keller Williams, and that's unacceptable in my book. So, you know, we had a team meeting a few weeks ago where I was maybe a little abrasive, not going to lie, because there was just a few things that were going on that I just wasn't cool with. And I was like, hey, my name's attached to everything you do. And that's an absolute not going to happen, because there's no reason for those types of errors to be even happening, because you have so many resources at your fingertips on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. You can call anyone. This is like really the only company that exists, right? We have so much structure here that if you're not figuring it out, and if you're making careless mistakes, it's because you're not plugging into the systems.
I love that you said that. There is a crisp $30 bill coming your way for saying that. It's just
love $30 bills.
Yes, printing them right now. I've said it, and I'm sure that most of what I say offends most people, which is fine. Welcome to the show.
Me too.
Without fail, I've always referred to us as the spoiled rich kids of real estate. And this, I probably said it the first time somebody was complaining about Command having another update or something. And listen, she needs as much work as all of them do. Yeah. And it was just, I think it's okay, we've got all these things and there's all these updates and this is changing again. Can you imagine being, to your point, right? And you know, all brokerages have their values, but there's some brokerages out there that have very little value and
take a lot of your money.
The fact that we have as much as we do,
anything in return. This is what I'm saying. Like the trade-off is invaluable. Like 100% invaluable. Like the ability to build a team here, not have to be someone's guru and be the end all be all, because again, everything you need is here. Plug in and just do it. And I always say this, like nobody's coming to save you. Yeah. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to do your job for you. If you want it, put your sleeves up, roll them up, and go do it. The more you get yourself in the room, listening to people who are doing it, observing, taking notes, putting yourself in the arena, the better you're going to do when you get out in the fight, right? Go.
And I know rainmakers feel differently about this across the board, but I've always encouraged, and I always say this to agents that are on teams, and that's why, you know, I've always made sure that I'm meeting with you if I'm meeting with the kids, because I want to make sure that I'm bringing your standard to my conversations with them. I'm not telling them something that's going to go back and fly in the face.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a single person. I know you're the same. I don't know a single rainmaker that would have a team member come into their office and say, hey, I got us a listing, right? You know, so I'm always encouraging people. I'm like, unless it completely flies in the face and what's the way your team runs, you should all be out there individually hunting.
100%.
You should behave every day as if you are a party of one.
Yes.
But you happen to go to a potluck dinner every day at 4:59.
Exactly.
And we have too many teams and too many agents on teams
that are waiting for someone to feed them.
Everybody else is going to cook. I'm just bringing napkins tonight, or I'm going to bring the sports.
This is so good you're saying this. I literally say, nobody's going to save you.
Kill.
And also, I can't do your job for you.
Mm.
Like, I can't. I will help you. I will mentor you. But I can't go I can't go find everything for you and just give it to you. Because first of all, then you're not like, what good is that's like an enabled child, right? Like, I think of like how I raised my boys. Mal and Hayden are like some stellar freaking young men, like hands down, independent, living on their own, off mom's wallet, doing their thing at 20 and 24. Like that right there today is an accomplishment. The fact that I was a young mom raising those two young men, and could I have given them everything under the sun that they want, which they pretty much got anyway. But like there was certain things I didn't. And these certain things I didn't were things that were so good of a lesson with myself growing up. And that was, there was 5 kids in my family. My mom could not afford to put me and all of them in driver's ed or anything. So if we wanted to get a license and we wanted a car, we had to save money for driver's ed. We had to pay our own driver's ed. Then we had to pay for our license. We had to pay for our own insurance. We had to pay for our own car. We had to do all of those things. So when my boys were 14, they both started working at Market Basket.
The bucket.
Well, Hayden actually did his first summer at working with Billy on a job site, building a duplex down in Seabrook, which was, again, such great life skills. I mean, Hayden could build something on his own. Like he has the skill set. He knows how to build. He actually finished the basement in my townhouse where they all live and created a beautiful space down there. So anyway, sidetrack that. With all of that, like those two, they are literally, they're adulting. They're adulting at 24 and 20 years old. And I didn't hand feed them everything. I made them have some pain and pleasure in life. Did they like it? Absolutely not. Did they think it was rude and I was a jerk? Their friends were driving these.
And do they understand it yet? Probably still don't.
No, they do.
Do they? Okay.
My children, Mal and Hayden, are like, those lessons were invaluable. Like,
well, I agree with you.
They do.
I think for most kids, it's not until you get home from university and you start getting mail with your name on it, with a little window, right? That was the day. That was it. My dad went from he knows everything to my dad doesn't know anything. So my dad was a genius.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I was just like, oh, all right. I get it now. I completely get it now.
A friend of mine, he said that his dad sat him down when he was 18 and told him, "You're the smartest you're ever going to be right now." And he's like, it didn't register for him until like, I mean, but you are like, when you're 18, you think you know it all. You got it all figured out.
Yep.
And then you realize real soon that you don't.
Well, and then the blessing as a parent, I know, and I'm sure you agree. Like I look at my folks now and I'm like, oh no, my parents, and I don't want to say fake it till you make it, but I'm like, my parents were reading the handbook while we were flying the plane. Yeah. Like you are like not ready for kids, not ready to buy your house, not ready to do anything. I was
21.
You're adulting and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at my eldest sister, Stephanie, I'm like, oh, she was the rough draft.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and it's funny because
and I'm the baby, so I should have come out the best. I don't know about that, but
Malachi always says he had to go through all this shit and like that Hayden and now Hadley. Yeah. Hayden's looking at him. He's like, she gets away with everything. Yes, blah, blah. I'm like, oh God, is this how it goes? Right. But like, like, I just think that there's always pain and pleasure points and everything. And in business, right? Like you're going to feel pain if you don't have your systems aligned, if you're not putting in the effort, if you're not time blocking your schedule, if you don't run your business like a business, you are going to have a lot of pain. And you're going to be sitting around wondering, and how did she get that listing? And how are they getting that listing? What do you do? What do I need to do? Or if you're on a team and you're sitting there waiting for your team lead to just give everything to you.
Correct.
You're doing it wrong.
Correct.
You have to be saving yourself.
Every morning I say 90 days out, and today was September 3rd.
That's crazy.
It's Labor Day weekend today. If you go to a kitchen table today, it's probably going to close Labor Day weekend-ish. Based on the time frames we're seeing in the markets right now. And I know my entire job basically is to keep repeating myself till people are ready to hear what I say. I remember saying to Nate, I'm like, well, at some point they're just going to stop listening. I've always joked like I sound like the teacher from the Peanuts, right? Wah, 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 wah. And Diana Kokoska said to me years ago, she goes, don't forget our job. She said, especially with your mega agents, she goes, your job is not to really teach them anymore. Your job is to be present to remind them every day.
Yes.
because
I
even
agree.
they get off course, right?
Hmm.
But like the stuff that I say,
We all do.
and you
I
made the
get off
point,
course
you
too.
made the
Like,
point about somebody else, like me saying something to Malachi, and he'll receive it differently from me because
mhm.
it's not mom.
Yes.
Um, and I was thinking about that too. My youngest, Cameron, is doing Special Olympics golf. So we're at Nippo the other night, and the coach is just like, "Do you want me to put you with your son or with somebody like because we're on the course with them?"
You're like, no, thank
And
you.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go with them." And he's like, "Well, sometimes it gets received differently." I'm like, "Oh, I said we're fighting all the time." I said, "But I'll go with him, and if he tells me that he wants to make a change, I'll make a change." But it's so true. Like when I coached Aiden in football and stuff like that, like I would not give him swing thoughts on the ride home
Hmm.
from practice or games or anything. The same way with Aiden, with Cameron right now with golf. It's
When I
just
golfed with Malachi and Hayden and Jeff in the tournament
yeah,
at the Classic earlier this month, that was so fun. But I mean, quite comical, like hilarious. And like everyone trying to like tell each other what we're doing. I'm like, oh God, we're all a bunch of pros out here, aren't we?
yeah. Just hit the ball.
Pro
Just hit the ball.
jackasses.
There's macaroni salad waiting. Just hit the ball. Just hit the ball.
So funny though. We had so much fun. It was so hot that day though. Good Lord.
Yeah, we did.
I was sweaty.
We got good weather. Thank God
It
we
was
got yeah.
great. No, good time.
Could have been very different.
Hmm.
And we already have our date for next year.
Perfect.
I'm gonna
Are we going back there?
we are
Awesome.
we're gonna stay there till they kick us out. Yeah,
Awesome.
we love being back there. So we'll be there Thursday. Kaylee's gonna kill me. Thursday, May 27th. We are back.
Yay.
And we haven't announced this yet. There's gonna be a logo coming. We're doing a Vegas theme.
Oh,
So
that's gonna be fun.
we should yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Clearly.
Yeah, so it'll be a pretty good time. But we'll be back there, and it's I know it sounds later. The good news is that's actually still the Thursday before Labor Day, and it's actually
Memorial Day, you
thank
mean?
God.
Memorial Day?
Sorry, I meant Memorial Day. Yes,
Yeah.
but it's actually bumped 2 weeks away from Red Day, which is good too.
Oh,
So we
good.
will have a
So
break
not
week in between because it was
chaotic.
yeah. If you saw Kaylee during those 2
I
weeks and she looked
know.
stressed, it was
Poor
because
girl.
of the stress. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I did want to talk to you. With the time we have left about energy
Hmm.
and about how you make sure that you're restored. I mean, I know that you're purposeful about taking time off
Hmm.
and going on vacations on a daily basis though. And you referred to it earlier about like making sure that you're giving the best version of yourself to your
Hmm.
clients. What is your process in a regular week? And now you're folding in golf lessons, which I know are
Hmm.
also good because it's going to be
It's an hour.
right back to
It's
balance
an
as
hour
well.
in my week. You know, how many
Yep.
hours do you have in a week? I'm allowed
168.
exactly.
Yes.
I'm allowed to have an hour to do that and an hour 2 days a week to train.
Yeah.
So I got 3 hours personal stuff right
Sure.
there. Tuesdays, you know, I have hads 50% of the time, and we like to, if I have her, I like to kind of shut it down and be with her as much as I can and be present with her. So we'll do dinners. We usually do dinner with Sophie and Danica. Like, you know, the two littles love each other,
Yep.
and Dee and I love each other.
Yep.
And so it's just easy to do things together with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
So how I like restore my energy and how I fill my cup is, you know, I stay in a lane of gratitude often. You know, life gets heavy, shit gets, you know, messy. And I try to always just look for the good in all things. Like I could be really in a crappy situation or some, you know, deal could be blowing up. My client's a pain in the ass. We all have those, right? But at the end of the day, I have to look past like that they're a pain in the ass and be like, what exactly is making them have this energy and delivering this type of behavior to me?
Right.
Like, what's going on? There's something bigger. It's not a
1000%.
personal attack on me.
Correct.
So that's the lane I stay in every day. Nothing is a personal attack on me. There's no fire that needs to be put out. And if there is, let's approach it calmly, right? I try not to go from 0 to 100. Back in the day, absolutely did. That's exhausting. Staying in that fight or flight, like energy lane, I mean, you're just going to have a breakdown. I don't want to ever be in that space. So working out is important to me. If I don't go to the gym, I will go for a walk. Hads and I take evening walks. Like those are the things when I listen to music like all the time. Music is my thing. Like I like to listen to the story in the songs. I like, you know, I like driving around my convertible. If the weather permits, that gives me life. I literally say this car gives me life. A client sold it to me. This is my third summer with it. And I like to be outside. Fresh
Yeah,
air, sunlight.
sure.
Like these are the things that I don't, there's no magic pill. I don't need anything crazy to, I like spending quality time with people who restore my cup.
Yeah.
I feel
Yep.
like a lot of people come to me and are like, your energy is contagious. Like I want to be around you. I feel good when I'm around you. And that's great. And I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, also, if you're stealing my energy because that feels good for you, then I'm
Yes.
getting depleted as well. So
Yeah.
then I'm like, I need to know who my people are who fill my cup.
There's a great book from Adam Grant called Give and Take,
Mhm.
and it talks about those the
The
people that
energy
the people
exchange.
that treat relationships with you like utilitarian, right? And we all have them. There's the person that you never hear from when the phone rings. You know it's a need.
Mhm.
It's not a hey, how are you,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Which is always fascinating.
Always.
Always fascinating.
Mhm.
From the energy standpoint as well. When you talk about like self care,
Mhm.
like when do you know that you need to punch out?
There's typically
Because nobody's perfectly
yeah,
balanced,
no.
right? Like when do
There's
you?
typically um if I catch myself doing like big sighs, like I usually can catch myself doing that and then I'm like, I need a minute.
Mm,
And I can literally take myself to this little rocky beach that I like
mm-hmm,
over in Rye
mm-hmm,
and just sit my booty on the beach
mm-hmm,
right there.
mm-hmm.
There's something therapeutic about sitting there on that rocky beach and rubbing my hands through that sand and plucking out the pieces of beach glass that I can find. And again, that's kind of like a competition with myself type thing. But it's the texture, it's the motion of, the rubbing. I don't know. It just like grounds me and it brings me back to center where I need to be. If I'm freaking out, which happens, that's where I go. If I'm there, I don't want anyone to talk to me. I'm there and I'm recharging myself,
And
which
nobody knows where this is.
I'm just not going to say it.
I love. I don't expect you to.
I
Yeah.
don't need any more stalkers in my life.
You
Yes.
had somebody.
Mic drop.
I'm, I'm going to leave that biscuit in the
Leave it
basket.
right there.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely probably something truly energetic about it.
Mm.
Like, connecting with the earth
Mm-hmm.
and just, once I go there, I'll either have no music or I'll have my headphones on and I'll be playing music or listening to a podcast or listening to a book. And I'll just be in my own space.
Yeah.
And I do that. Yeah,
You said you love to listen to the story of a song.
I do.
And I feel like we all, I remember growing, like I've still got friends and we'll be out golfing now. And of course we're all the age we are. So, my friend Billy Corey, who was one of the first people to make Crocs cool. So his nickname is Rubber Shoes.
I don't think Crocs are cool.
He's convinced they are. He had some white ones. He warmed to Diddy's white party. That did not age well. I'm joking. He didn't go to Diddy's white party.
God. I'm like, what?
What are we doing?
Good Lord, we're going down a rabbit hole.
What are we doing?
How did he enter the room?
But he's yikes.
Yikes.
He's one of my friends that when an old hip hop song comes on, he's word for word. And I was always the kid, like it was just, to me, it was the beat.
Yeah.
Right. So, but the story of the song now is also interesting too, because there might be songs that you loved when you were in love, and then maybe outside of a relationship, you're like, oh, now the words are talking to me.
So
I heard it, but I'm listening to it.
I've always been a listener. Like I'm very much in tune to like, situations around me, energy around me. Listening to music is huge. Like I want to know, like if you listen closely, I like the beat, I like to, the movement, I like all of that, but I want like the meat of it. Like I want to understand what inspired someone to write that. Like what are they talking about, And And I don't know, I just love it. Yeah. I love music. I always am. I don't watch TV barely ever.
Okay.
Like you're never going to find my TV on. And if I do get sucked into a show or series,
You'll be watching
forget
YouTube golf.
about it. Then I'm
YouTube
up till
golf.
2 in the freaking morning,
Yep.
binge watching shit
Yes,
like a
cranking through 3
weirdo,
seasons.
hurrying so I can get it out of my life again. Like literally, I will stay up and like just binge watch it so I can be
That's
like,
so
okay,
funny.
TV's done again. So music always on from the minute I wake up. Alexa, play morning music. Here's a soft blue. Blah,
Oh,
blah,
okay.
blah.
All right.
Alexa, play afternoon chill music. Alexa, it's just like what I do. And yeah. So that's how I recharge. Oh, sorry, Alexa.
Alexa, stop. That's so funny. She's over here working. She doesn't listen to me that well. She caught you from across the room.
Sorry.
Your group was in front of us at New Franklin School on Monday, and we're walking to our ball. You ladies were just leaving the green. You were actually on the next tee box. You were playing the par 3 back. We're all about to wrap up. And I'm walking up to the ball, and I look at Pettigrew, and I said, these girls are a caricature of themselves. You're all dancing on the tee box.
Shocker.
And it was Pharrell, I want to be happy. It was like that goofy happy song. And I'm like, these girls are a character of themselves.
Motion creates emotions.
Move
your body.
What is your golf playlist?
Oof, you really want to know?
Yeah, just general. I mean, obviously we got Pharrell, but what else? Are you all over the place?
All over the place.
Okay.
I mean, we've got Snoop, we've got Pharrell,
Yep.
we've got Olivia Dean, we've
Thank
got
you.
some country.
Thank you.
I mean, it is all over the
Stella
place.
Lefty, you there yet?
A lefty?
Stella Lefty. Her name is Stella
Mm-mm.
Lefty.
I don't know.
Listen to Boston when you leave today.
I probably have heard it, but
probably.
I don't
Yeah.
like names, keeping names.
Oh,
yes.
Thank
I
you.
know that
Okay,
song. Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sang. Everybody's like, oh my God.
That's
Oh my
great.
God, this better be the end.
You got a great voice.
No, I don't. No, she doesn't. She cannot sing.
Literally, yeah. Our playlist is all over the place, which is great. Morgan Wallen, like just everything. I'm going to see Olivia Dean this summer. I'm excited about that concert
my God.
in August.
My wife keeps looking. My wife knows that I don't want to be down on the floor with the humans. So she's looking for the tickets, and they're outlandish. I'm sure you paid outlandish. She was here last year, and
my best friend Rachel and I bought them when they first went,
Yeah.
and so I think they were like $700 each for wherever we're sitting.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah,
But it will be an
she'll be
experience.
fantastic.
Oh
And
my God,
I
I love her. You know what I love about her actually? She's edgy. She's edgy and she's elegant. So if you catch her in some interviews, she's a G.
She's
kind of a
hysterical.
boss.
She's hysterical.
But then on stage, she's just like this delicate little elegant flower, like moving. And I'm like, what an amazing
Because she's completely
stunning.
She's not. A lot of female artists are selling their female artists, right?
Mhm.
And she's not doing that at all with her delivery and her essence and the way she dresses.
Elegant. She's beautiful.
Totally dialed in. Janine is funny because she's like, you're upset because everybody knows your girlfriend now. Because like I tripped over her back in like 2020 during COVID.
Tripped
over on the YouTubes. Her coolest song from 2020 is "Okay, Love You Bye."
Yeah,
such a good song.
I love that song.
And so the fact that she just won her Grammy of Best New Artist, and Janine is like, I know she's not she's not a new artist to you,
she
but
handles
she's
everything gracefully.
Yeah.
Like she's just beautiful. She's a beautiful human being. But I like what I mean about edgy is like she's also got some edge to her. Like she's not like soft spoken and just like she's pretty bold and she's forward with what she thinks. And so catching her in some interviews, I was just like, dude, she's a boss. Like I like her. So yeah, going to that concert this summer and just gonna really soak up some golf time and crush some real estate. And I'm working with some awesome people. I've got a lot of clients right now that are like, we're ready to go to market. We've got their marketing prepped, everything, but they want to find where they're going first, which I get. And they have children involved and stuff. So less chaos is better, keep everyone kind of at bay, and they don't need to sell in order to buy situation. So we can do it this way and not disrupt their life with their dogs and their 2 kids under 3, type situations.
It's too easy to ask if like you enjoy the end when everybody's happy and people have keys and checks and the problem is solved. I guess I'm going to ask you, do you enjoy the hunt or the problem solving? Like getting the client or working through it with them?
Problem solving. I like working through things with people. I like bringing, because in all honesty, I don't have to do a lot of hunting now. Like
Truth be told. Yep.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not of arrogance. That's, I don't have to do a
Well,
lot
so
of
people
hunting.
understand, how many years has it been now?
2011, and my business is based on referrals and word of mouth and my own networking.
Did you see that kick in? Did you start to see it come back to you within 6 to 7 years?
Yeah. Yeah. It takes a lot of time. I mean, you can go back to 2011 and to today, and you can pull what I've closed each year and just watch the progression. I had to actually do that for my team and show them, because they've beaten themselves up. And I'm like, yo, like, calm yourself. This is not a get rich quick scheme industry. Like, you're not going to go pay someone 10 grand to make you a mega star agent. Like, you're going to look stupid, one, and like, don't do that. You know, what's going to make you a mega agent is implementing systems into your business and being consistent and continuing to do it every damn day.
The get rich quick scheme. Remember the guy that used to be on like 3 a.m. on the yacht with all the girls in the bikinis?
Oh yeah.
Like, buy my program. Like, I'm picturing Hayden in a Hawaiian shirt on a yacht.
Honest to God.
The Thomas Layton.
Honest
buy my program.
Yeah, no, I never really fell into those, which I couldn't anyway. I was a single mom. I didn't have extra money to be blowing on stuff like that. And I have no sugar daddy. Like, I didn't have the ability to be able to do all that. So I just had to plug in here and soak up as much as I could from other agents who are experienced and had done it before me. And, you know, it wasn't just one agent. Tom Heaney was so instrumental in my success as a new agent. He really took me under his wing and mentored me before we even called it mentoring. Right? Like, literally.
Yes.
I remember leaving my first listing appointment over on Boulder. Well, it wasn't my first, but it was one of my first. It was my biggest, I'll say. My biggest listing, it was like for $459,000 or something. So that was a big deal back then.
in the day. Yeah.
Like, those houses in there sell for 800 plus now, you know, in Boulder, in Barrington.
But the average colonial in that time frame in which you're talking about, the average colonial in Barrington,
300 to 400
was 349.
Yeah, exactly.
1,000%. Yep.
I'm selling in Village Place in Barrington, 830, 850.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. But so anyway, we weren't electronic back then. Dating myself.
Yeah.
And legitimately, I
5
left.
copies, press
It was
hard.
a physician's house I was selling, and I'd met him at the hospital. So there's my networking ability, right? He gave me an opportunity. He was moving to New York. He had gone through a divorce. He sold me his wife's car that was in the basement, which was great. That was my first upgrade to my little Honda Civic.
Yep.
From out of that.
With
Nissan.
a check engine light, or was it fully functional?
No, it was fully functional with 80,000 miles on it, which felt like a brand new car for me, because I was driving a Nissan Altima with 212,000 miles on it and parking it down the street and walking up driveways.
So people didn't, so you want to leave oil stains on people's driveways or in front of their house.
Yo, I don't want anyone judging me.
Yep.
But so anyway, that's that. And that listing appointment, I left and I was so excited. I called Tom and I was telling him, and then I'm looking at it and I was just like, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I got it, you know, whatever. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh no, I didn't have him sign one spot. I'm like, do I go back? He was like, no, you do not go back. You just go. And the next time you see him, say,
we will get that next time. By the by.
What an idiot. But I tell people that story because I'm like, listen, I was sweating bullets. Like, I was scared to death. Like, you just have to throw yourself into the arena. It will become natural. The more you do it, it will become natural. And you just have to believe in yourself.
There's a great book. I know you're a reader or a listener or whatever.
I'm a listener mostly.
The book I need is always, oh my God, did I move it somewhere and it's not here now? Am I gonna lose my, no, there she is. TikTok shop. You're welcome, America. I
like that.
Yeah, it's his name is Jordan Tarver. And I just am I not holding in front of the camera? I am. Jordan Tarver, you deserve this, and a fantastic book. And
so
it talks about.
I need that book.
It talks about, and it's wildly similar to the comments that that I heard another author talking about, just putting yourself in the pathway of opportunity and getting out of your own way. And John Acuff, in his new book, he was on with James Shaw, and he said, you know, I didn't get my first 5-star review or my first 1-star review until I started to write. And I said this to somebody a few months ago, and it's people are like, oh, I like that. I'm like, the greatest enemy of an author is a blank page. and we just have to just like, you got to get
Gotta
started.
get
You
started.
got to get started.
Mhm.
And so this is a great book if anybody
I
gets
love
a chance
that.
for sure.
It's funny because
Steal that.
the fact,
You're taking
well,
that if you want that.
thank you.
Yep.
The fact that you just brought this up, like this so resonates with me because this is what, like, this is like the theme of my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I deserve what's coming for me. And like my friends, like, I could show you text messages from my friends in the past week who are like, you are so deserving of this. You are so deserving of, you know, what the things that are entering my life right
Mm-hmm.
now. So this, like, this tracks for me right
Perfect.
now. So
Perfect.
thank you.
What are you excited about before we escape? What are you excited about right now?
Just
Personally and professionally, what are you excited about?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in my life. Personally, growth, awareness. I deserve everything
Yes.
that's
Taking the
coming for me.
plastic off your clubs before you play
Yes.
Pinehurst.
I deserve to go become a golfer. I
Yeah.
deserve, you know, just being deserving. And again, not of an arrogance, but because we do deserve to do what we want. And
Yes.
without reservation, without playing small for someone else. You know, I think that's the biggest lesson is like, if there's something that you've aspired to do or something you want to try, like I feel like a lot of people get lost in relationships and they forget to be themselves, right? So like I'm going through some life transitioning right now and I'm finding myself again. Like I didn't ever lose myself entirely, but there's a lot of things I did lose that I enjoy and a lot of ways that I show up, a lot of things I want to do that just, you know, you start playing small to appeal to other people and to keep peace and to, you know, not ruffle anything. But then you end up robbing yourself of so much experience and things. I mean, I'm like, I wish I played golf 10 years ago. Are you kidding me? I'm like, this is insane. Like how much I like this. It's right up my alley. I'm so competitive. I'm athletic. It's mind settling, in my opinion. I know some people go out there and they're psychos.
Sure. Yeah.
Throwing fits on the course. I mean, that's just not the energy I have when I'm out there.
Yeah.
Again, we're dancing, we're having fun,
Yep.
good beats playing. Like, have a bad shot, I definitely drop the F-bomb.
There was I was watching a podcast and I forget who said it, but they were playing at a PGA, a pro-am. So they were playing with a pro and they're just a famous person. And they said, you know, I swung and I made a bad shot and I was all upset and I'm going back to my clubs and the pro came over. I think it was actually Mickelson, and Mickelson walked over and he's like, listen, you're not good enough to be upset.
That's awesome.
Right?
Actually.
You know?
So true. It's like, well, I always say this. I'm like, the amount of energy it takes to react that way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, are you crazy?
Yep.
Do you know what you just robbed yourself of?
Yep.
Like, relax. It's not that serious.
Yep.
And so back to your question, for me, you know, what I'm most excited about is saying yes to myself. That's what I'm most excited about. My business, seeing like my team really start to catch some traction here. You know, I have a very embryonic team, very new team, and you know, everybody's finding their groove and everybody's in action right now and everybody's doing, and you know, that's exciting for me. So to continue, you know, we moved into a bigger office to give more space, spread out. Michael,
you were tired of being my neighbor. Just say it.
No,
Just
not
say
tired
it.
of
Just
being your
say
neighbor.
it.
Just like it was tight in there, you know? And so our new office is spacious. You know, I had Jarrett Daniels paint it for me. We got the new carpet in there. Thank you, Mr. Dickey. And, you know, it's still not completely set up, but we're creating a little nook in there that's going to be for interviewing because I started a new Instagram handle when we were at family reunion called Seacoast Real Estate Mom. And that is going to be where my story lives. And so you can stay tuned for that. It will be an interview style.
Very good.
Kind of like this, but more like interviewed sitting in a chair like this. And so in my office, you'll see that little setup. And I'm excited to do that because I feel, you know, I process things by sharing things. I talk through things. That is who I am. That probably makes me really good at my job because I can help people.
Sure.
Like talk them through the different steps in the process and also weighing pros and cons and looking at big pictures and is it worth that to risk this? You know, that's, I think really is kind of like my specialty and how I handle my business and my clients, really helping them level-headedly weigh through, you know, because we can all get hyped up emotionally on things and that's not fair or this, that. And I'm like, let's draw it back down here and let's really analyze this and go from there.
Mhm.
So for my business, I'm excited to give like the team more space, more opportunities. This year, I've been co-listing a lot of my listings with my team members,
Perfect.
giving them
Yeah.
opportunity
Sure.
to learn. I have one with Hayden right now. I've done a bunch of buyers with Malachi and Michael. Michael has co-listed a few with me. Our team spans out to Londonderry.
Mhm.
We're Maine, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. I got my Massachusetts license at the beginning of this year.
Mhm.
And so we cover a lot of space, and we're well versed in those areas too. Like we're all born and raised in this vicinity of the
Mhm.
seacoast. And, Michael covers Manchester, Londonderry, all the way back.
Mhm.
And then, Berwick, Maine, all the way over to York, Algonquin, like, that's kind of where I'll cap myself. But yeah, I feel like we have a great ability to service a lot of people, and even on referral basis. So like if other agents don't have mass license, like I'm going to have a listing coming up in Linfield and a listing coming up in Reading, and I have a buyer want to look in Newburyport and Amesbury, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just being able to feel confident and comfortable working in all those areas too is huge.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So the podcast is coming.
Mhm.
The hole-in-one is coming, right?
Sure. Let's do it. Let's do this damn
And
thing.
a great balance to the year is coming. Lawa-Na, thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah.
Appreciate
my pleasure.
you. If people want to get a hold of you to have a conversation with you and grab some of your time to share some of your wisdom, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
You can just text me 603-767-8172 or email me at lawannaandcompany@gmail.com.
Perfect. Thanks,
Thank
kiddo.
you.
Bye.